Joe Biden, who has called for immediate ceasefire when it comes to Gaza. He has, in fact, warned Benjamin Netanyahu that if Israel must protect civilians in order to keep the support of the United States. So this is the first time that Joe Biden has, in fact, asked Benjamin Netanyahu, warned, in fact, Benjamin Netanyahu of repercussions and asking Israel to safeguard and protect the civilians in Gaza. So this is Joe Biden there calling for an immediate ceasefire and throwing out a warning saying that the support of the United States really depends on the protection that Israel provides to the civilians. The president has gone ahead and warned Netanyahu that the U.S. policy on Israel depends on the protection of the civilians in Gaza, and that is his strongest hint yet of possible conditions on military aid after an Israeli strike that killed 7 aid workers in the first call since the deaths of the employees of the U.S. based World Central Kitchen Group on Monday. Biden also called for an immediate ceasefire after the unacceptable attack and a wider humanitarian situation in Gaza. We have Namrata joining us to get us more on this. Namrata, the first of its kind, Joe Biden, hinting at a warning when it comes to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
I think it's a very difficult situation, a predicament really for President Biden, because on one side, he wants this war against Hamas to finally stop. This has been unequivocal that we see in the last couple of days, and especially strong remarks coming in today from the US president saying that humanitarian aid workers must be allowed to function, and the civilian toll that has surpassed now 32,000 in that area must come to an end. So on one side, you have that, but on the other side, President Biden is also supporting Israel, because remember, 2 things have happened. One, the military strike that we witnessed, which took place on Monday in Damascus, in Syria, that is purportedly expected to be from Israel for all purposes. And how is Iran going to react on that? That is really a big troublesome question, because then that means that the extent of this war, which has been so far confined into a smaller area of the Middle East, really boils over. And the problems for the US president are not just the involvement in it, where they will have to come and back Israel in support against Iran, but also a problem on how it will impact the United States in election year, with crude prices, as we've seen, spiking and inflation being affected.